from yellow dish with beetles. We are watching now big, brown and small yellow beetle and also one small black beetle. Who are they? What we are doing here? Where they are crowding to? Why we don't want to escape? And what do we have on their body? We start our stream from beginning with some beetles. Today we will be watching beetles, some wasps. Some wasps who are just parasitic, who are phytophagous. Beetles can be also different. Some beetles are predaceous, some beetles phytophagous, some beetles are destructors. Who are these beetles? You can recognize carefully that these are quite a big rhinoceros beetles. Rhino beetles, scarab beetles, all these beetles belong to Scarabiidae family. Scarabiidae family is a big one. Of course, you can collect big scarabeid beetles somewhere in tropical regions. In tropics, they're quite big. Somewhere in Indonesia, in Vietnam, you can find big scarab beetles. They're lovely, they're beautiful. You can find huge scarab beetles in Latin America, somewhere in Venezuela, in Brazil, in Colombia, in Ecuador. You can find very big beetles in Africa as well. Elephant beetle, other scarab beetles quite big. But these are European species, because this stream directly from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine, and this is midnight entomology stream. Entomology tonight's talk about beetles with some funny crowding beetles here around. And I'm inviting you to watch my living beetles and some collections. This is Rhino beetle, which is named in Latin Oryctis nasicornis. Brown one, this is a June scarab beetle. Amphimalon solstitialis, this one. And this is a hairy scarab beetle, Anoxia pilosa. Smallest, Amphimalon, middle size, Anoxia pilosa, and big one, Rhino beetles. Right here, 2 males and 1 female. How you can recognize female or male? These beetles are feeding inside wood. Actually, adults do not feed at all. These beetles are very helpless. This one. I can show you mouth parts of beetle. Mouth parts are reduced, so that's why this beetle Do you mean Rebennikov? Rebennikov is not alive. My name is Victor Fursov, and this is my channel devoted to insects and entomology science about insects. Have you heard the name Rebennikov? Rebennikov, who constructed special flying machine. This was a great trick of entomologist and artist. He wrote a book, My World, where he introduced his machine, which can fly away with help of Beetles editors. And some people just believe in it sincerely. I do not believe that this machine is possible and that he just made a joke. I can show you these beetles because they are very sticky. They like to crawl. And I show you male and female. Beetle is very sticky and very strong one. This is a male. This is second male. So you can say this is a battle of beetles. But these beetles do not fight at all in the nature. They are very helpless. Actually, we have on body their mites. Just sit down here. Beetle name: Orictis nasicornis, or Rhino beetle, or rhinoceros beetle. And this is a male. I showed you the second one. Second one is crawling on my hand. I'll catch another one. Can you recognize big horn, some small horns? These are two males. I show you female. Now in end of June, beetles are crawling and flying. I will show you how to feed beetles, but these beetles do not eat at all. I don't need to feed them. These beetles will use their stock, their body, some fat, their body. Female has no horn. You see, has very reduced mouth parts. This is female. It's quite difficult to keep it in hands because they are crowding. The male and female. So horn is very useful to go inside the soil, to go underground, under the bark, under the tree. It's more difficult for female, but for male I have seen how they're going underground very strongly. So it's helpful to go underground. Because beetles are living outside searching for mating place, searching male and for female, but larvae are living underground in soil or somewhere in rotten and decomposed wood. See, female has no horn. They are not hungry because they are not eating. These lovely beetles, they do not eat. Small scarab beetles they can eat, but this big one they do not eat. They have reduced mouth parts. They are completely not harmful for humans. They are completely safe. Absolutely not harmful. They are very beneficial for agriculture because they are decomposing some leaves and some wood. The larva is decomposing wood. So the larvae are destructors. We see very small antennae on the body and big horn. Small beetles here. Brown one, black one. These beetles we can eat. but big ones do not eat at all. For example, if I give them cherry, or you can give them plum, they will not eat it. No. We don't like it. We're crawling very well and we're digging underground very well. And we're flying very well. Hello, Oleg. Greetings. Cherry is just for fun, to show you the size of beetles. Because on a screen they are quite big. On a screen they are huge. In reality, they are so. Of course, these beetles are very big. For example, I'll show you some small beetles. Small beetles of Lucanidae family or weevils. They are very small. But they are also beetles. These are tiny weevils on Malva, Apionine. Tiny apion beetles. You see, with very long proboscis. We are feeding on leaves of Malva, tree of family Malvaceae, or meadow. Malva, this is Latin name or Ukrainian name. Or meadow, this is the English name. Size of these beetles is quite small. I say 2-3 millimeter size. Female smaller and male is bigger. Here 3 species feeding on mallow. One is black, one brown, one very big one. We escaped. These beetles also mating, male and female, you see. This is another species, female and female. These are flowers. Ant just died. These are flower parts of mallow. There is also one bug inside. Pentatomida bug. So beetles can be big or small, for sure. Some beetles are really very small, less than 1 millimeter. This one 4 centimeter size. I said about wasps. And yes, I can show you some wasps, some Phytophagous wasps which are feeding on seeds of plants. Which kind of wasps? Which is here? Funny tiny wasps crawling inside pet dish. This is genus Megastigmus. Calcido wasps. We are feeding on seeds of rose hip. And now this is the time of their flight. They are quite common on a wild rose tree. I show you the seed, not seeds but fruits. You say, where do they live? These wasps were living here inside these fruits. These are fruits of rose hip. So these wasps are not parasitic but phytophagous. Were feeding these interesting seeds. Their larvae is developing inside these seeds, inside these fruits. I can show you. We were hibernating in winter time on shrubs, and spring or summertime we're just hatching. You see here, this is a hollow. From this tiny hollow, all these tiny wasps emerged from one seed, one fruit, second fruit, next fruit. You see here also a small hole. So this tiny phytophagous seed-feeding wasps emerged, hatched from seeds, like making this special emergence hole. These are fruits of rose hip. You see, full of seeds. These are plants. And inside these fruits, these wasps are living. Their larva has been developing inside, and then just the larva pupated, and from pupa emerged adult of this tiny wasp, just 5 mm size. And we are hatching and flying to make new generation, to parasitize again. Seeds of rose hip, to make new generation. A new generation will come next spring and next summer. These are calcid wasps, family Calcididae, tiny phytophagous wasps. So they belong to Hymenoptera parasitica. Some species of Ptorimidae are parasitic, some phytophagous. These species belong to Megastigmidae family. They are not parasitic, they are phytophagous. They're tiny, 5-6 cm size with very long ovipositor. This is stick or tail. Tail, this is a ovipositor to lay eggs inside the fruit. Fruit of rose. That's why they are so interesting. They have special adaptation to live inside seeds. But I can show you some other insects, not only beetles. Wait a minute. I can show you some bees and some wasps. But inside my another petri dishes. For example, as I said about wasps, one wasp is coming here. I show you. Hello Kyiv, hello Boba. These wasps are just from collection. Here different wasps. Big one, this is a queen of European hornet, Vespa crabra. On the right side, this is a male. This is a male, and this is a worker. And queen became dark because she's too fat. Just full of oil, I guess. This is a male. Male of European hornet. This is another paper wasp. And this is a queen of paper wasp, bigger one. This is worker. This is European hornet male. European hornet is quite a big one. about 35 millimeters, 3.5, with big mandibles, with strong mandibles, and yellow and brown body. This is common predator in Ukraine. You are watching translation from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. Sometimes we can be hunting on these bees. These are honeybees. These are male, female, just worker, and these are drones. Drones are bigger, with big eyes, and with very hairy thorax. You see, worker bee is smaller. This and this is a drones. Just workers much smaller. Apis mellifera. Do you want more bees or more beetles? More beetles are coming. So this is just beetles in collection. These are beetles of different families. Central one, this is Rhino beetle. Small one, this is Lucanidae. This is May beetle, very common one. This is Noxia pilosa. This one, Cerambycidae, longhorn beetle. This one, Ushua. This is Colorado beetle. These are scarab beetles as well. This one, Scarabidae. You see. This is translation from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. This is translation from Ukraine. This small click beetle, longhorn beetle, small Scarabidae and Rhizomelidae Colorado beetles. You can recognize quite easily. More beetles are coming, or more bees. Yes, this is stream from Ukraine. What is your country who is visiting us? Are you from Germany or from Ukraine? Where are you from? Oh, very interesting. Greetings to India. What place in India? India is really huge. Here some bees, some beetles, some bees and bumblebees. Bumblebees of species Bombus lapidarius. This one, Queen of Bombus lapidarius. And tiny bumblebees, just workers, also females, but workers. And this is another Bombus hortorum, different one. And these are males of different coloration. This is a Bombus terrestris, and this is size honeybee. And these are not beetles, not bees. You see, this is a kind of mimicry. Some flies of family Syrphidae, flies, Syrphidae flies. They're very similar to bees. This is mimicry. Some bees have a very similar coloration like these flies. These are flies. They look like wasps, but under microscope you can recognize them quite easily. But when they are flying quickly, it looks like wasps with some black and white and yellow stripes. And this is a Cervidae family. These are not bees. These are flies. This is a bumblebee. This is a honeybee. No, these are not bees. Bees are here. This one with pollen. This is a bumblebee. That's also a bumblebee with pollen. Okay, some beetles coming again. More beetles coming. I can show you big beetles like this one, Lucanus cervus. Huge beetles. Head with mandibles. They're huge, aren't they? Absolutely different size. This is head with thorax. Size about 3 centimeters. This is family stag beetles, Lucanidae. Lucanus cervus, European deer beetle or stag beetle. Only head. And body was eaten by some birds near the tree. These are heads of males. Yes. So beetles again. And you can recognize some other insects. What's that? What's that so funny? These are pupae. Pupae of some night moths, Sphingidae and Saturniidae. This is a result of metamorphosis, when caterpillar becoming pupa. Yes, looks like silk moth. That's right. No, these are not alive. At this moment I hear some, but they're alive in my refrigerator. These are in collection. These are pupae of silk moth. Some other creatures coming. These are beetles again. These are not more. Different beetles. First line, this is click beetles. Second line, this is ladybirds, ladybugs, or some bugs, family Pentatamidae. This is ground beetles, family Carabidae, Carabidae one. Some are green, quite colorful. Here different families. These are ground beetles Carabidae. This is Chrysomelid ladybird, Scarabiidae. This is a tiny leaf beetles. This is Lucanidae. This one Sylphidae. This is Dermestidae, skin beetles. This one Dermestidae. Here no dung beetle. These two are darkling beetles, family Tenebrionidae. This is Dorcus. Bedbug, I don't have them, fortunately, so I cannot show you. But I can show you some cockroaches, don't worry. Some cockroaches are coming. Yes, they are coming. Just wait a minute. Some big cockroaches, some small cockroaches. Yes, these are Madagascar cockroach. Madagascar cockroach. Was living as a pet, and after cockroach died, I made a collection. And these are eggs of cockroaches. Egg pack, ooteca. This is a skin of larva after molting. These are oriental. These are not oriental, American. These are two American cockroaches. This one, American cockroach. This one, Madagascar cockroach. And this is a skin of larva. The size, quite a big one. You can see. Size is quite a big one. 2 centimeters and a half. These are ooteca of cockroaches with small, tiny cockroaches. The skin crushed, fresh cockroach imaged. This is a cockroach. This is again skin, like a shell. This is a shell of larva. This is another, this American cockroach, Lat Americana. I have more. Do you enjoy them? I'm entomologist, I'm a researcher. I'm studying parasitic wasps. And these are small larvae of Madagascar cockroach, compared in size. But this is another species. These are tiny, again Madagascar cockroach. And you see this urban species, very funny, arthropod. No, I don't have scorpion for now. I didn't buy it. We do not live in the nature. I have favorite my bugs in collection. My favorite bug are tiny parasitic wasps. So this one is living in the house sometimes. Yesterday I've seen it in my laboratory. I was hiding and it was crowding. These are also larvae of Madagascar cockroach, but this is American cockroach. The larvae of Madagascar cockroach is wider. This one is very narrow. Sometimes they are coming to our apartments from neighbors or from outside. We are living sometimes outside at street. If we are crowding, we can attend even to the room. So these are American cockroaches. Size is quite big. Also, you see about 2 centimeters. 2 centimeter size. Quite big. Maybe this is a female. No. Probably male. I study my parasitic wasps, which are very small. They are smaller than this, which I showed you. I study these wasps, which are very tiny. These are calcid wasps, family Megastygmidae. They are phytophagous, they seed-feeding wasps. They are living inside fruits, inside rows, fruits. Yes, again, for people who just can join us, people are changing sometimes. Some other beetles will come. Just wait a minute. I show new beetles. I pack my our viewers can indicate what is their home country. Where are you from? We have a visitor from India, maybe one visitor from Germany. I don't know who is from who, from where. Write in comments where are you from. They can fly very well. They do not fly now. Sometimes they are flying very well. Now we are just active because of light. Sometimes we are dying on the road, on cross of streets, because we are escaping. We are coming from underground and we follow to light. So sometimes we are killed by some cars and by pedestrians just on the streets. I show other bugs, other beetles. These are Stag beetles, Lucanidae, and one is flower beetle, green one. Yes, good question about cherry. Cherry is just for fun, just by play it. We do not eat it. This is a wild plum, just to show the size. Size about 15 millimeters. If I crush the cherry, we will eat it. These beetles are feeding on some plants. We are feeding on fruits. Yes, you can cook it. We are very hungry. Sometimes we are flying, but among all these 15 specimens, only 1 or 2 like to fly. We are very quiet. Very, very quiet. Here we have small piece of apricot. We were feeding on apricot, these small plants. I can give them piece of apricot for food. We will be very happy about it in just a minute. So you see the size about 15 millimeters. This is a big male and smaller females. I can give them apricot. We will start to eat it. Yes, we are not very fast. We're pretty shy. But we like apricot, we like fruits. So you see, we are searching for fruit. No, we are not biting. We are very peaceful. Sometimes we try to escape and we are flying. But not many. Usually we are very shy. You see they are attacking apricot. When some beetles can die, you can make collection with them like that. You see here, mounted beetle, female of Oryctes nasicornis rhinoceros beetle. Tomorrow I'll show you how to make this specimen, how you can make mountain with them. Today is a little bit late. I'll show you also one very big parasitic wasp. Thank you for interest. This one big parasitic wasp named Megarissa with very long ovipositor. She's attacking and parasitizing larvae of fork-tailed moths, sawflies under the bark of trees. This is Megarissa, family Entomolidae. Parasitic wasp with very long ovipositor. And one tiny cherry beetle, cherry weevil, just died in collection. These are star beetles. So far so good. Beetles are going to sleep. Thank you for interest and curiosity. Thank you for reactions. Beetles are sending you greetings. If I give a cherry for beetle will not eat it. Beetle has no mouth parts. He has a very reduced mouth parts. This one. So size about 3 centimeters. This is a male because male has horn. This is a male. Male has horn. Female has no horn. This is female. Female has very tiny horn, but very strong forelegs. You can see many mites on body. These are tiny mites. We are traveling on Beetle. Trying to escape. Little bit portrait of a beetle. Beetle is very hairy. Thank you for your interest and curiosity. My arena beetle tells you thank you for watching. This was a stream from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. And don't forget, stand with Ukraine, support Ukraine, help Ukraine, and Ukraine forever. See you in next streams. The sooner the better. And Ukraine forever.